Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Mihran Kirakosian. Today we're gonna do something a little different. I have one of my dancers, Alisa, which you've seen in previous videos. We wanted to bring you guys more variety and add ballroom tutorials to my channel. So the first thing we're gonna focus on today is the figure 8. I'm gonna have Alisa show you guys this move with music first, and then she'll break it down.
Hey guys, my name is Alisa Davtyan, and today's tutorial is going to be on the figure 8s. Now, if you're not familiar with the figure 8s, it's basically a hip action that we use in almost all the dances in Latin ballroom. Let's get into it. So your feet are going to stay in the same position, and it's basically just going to be shoulder width apart. Okay, so let's first start off with just your weight transfer. So all it's basically going to be is you're going from the right to the left. So if you just do this with me, and 1, 2, 1, 2. As I'm going to the right, I'm going to start moving my hip. So what I'm doing is basically turn a little bit, I want to say diagonal to the corner. So I'm turning and I'm rotating my hip. So as I'm rotating, I'm transferring my weight to the right, to my right leg. So I'm going to start going to that side. And what I'm doing as I'm going is I'm basically bringing my shoulder to my hip. I'm contracting and I'm squeezing, okay? First, we're gonna start squeezing our rib cage. So I start squeezing, doing this, okay? From here, I'm gonna rotate this all the way back, okay? And you should definitely feel this in your side. And as you're taking it back, I definitely do feel this in my lats and right here in your back. So let's kind of go from the beginning, and you did 1, okay? So I'm rotating and I'm squeezing this area. I'm taking it to the back. Now from here, I'm gonna do the same thing, except I'm transferring my weight to the left. So, and left, and right, and left. Now, you do not wanna bring down your shoulder. You still want to, frame and posture is still very important, so you still want to keep your shoulders up, your head up, your chest up. You don't, when I say bring your shoulder to your hip, I don't mean bring this down. So you still want to keep this up. I just mean that the direction that your shoulder is going to squeeze down is towards your hip. So think about it this way. You have a pencil on each of your hip bones, and you're kind of drawing a circle here, drawing a circle here, drawing a circle here, and here. And that basically makes an 8 with your hips, which is why we call it the figure 8s, okay? So one more time, you're gonna start, turn, rotate, take it to the right, and take it to the left. Now, as you can see, I'm keeping this very continuous. Okay, if you're just starting out to do the hip action, I would suggest keeping your hands kind of to the side, kind of relaxed, so you're not moving your arms too much. We don't want to move our shoulders, our elbows, our hands too much. You want to kind of keep it to the side, keep it relaxed, because your main focus is on the hips. So let's go again. Ready? And 1, and 2. And 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. As far as feet go, my feet don't really do much. You know, there are people who will do it kind of heels down at all times, and there are times that, you know, people will kind of bring their heel up just a little. Personally, I will kind of bring my heel up just for comfort. It's a little bit more comfortable. You have a little bit more space to take your hip. You have a little bit of more space to rotate your hip. So, but both ways work. You can kind of keep both of them down, or you can bring one up just slightly. Your knees are pretty much straight the entire time. You don't want to bend that becomes a completely different move. You want to keep it straight and just rotate. So as I'm rotating, my leg does rotate a little bit as well. So I'm turning and my thigh kind of goes to the side, then back with my hip, okay? So everything is connected, everything is continuous, like I said. Ready? One more time, and 1. So again, squeezing, squeeze your side, take it to the back, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate. Now, when you get comfortable with the step and you start doing it more faster, it should look very fluid, it should look very flowy. You shouldn't have any stops. So it should look 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's really work on getting the hip rotation and the body movement. Ready? So feet shoulder width apart, and we're gonna start to the right. Ready? And. So I rotate first. Rotate, and 1, squeeze to the back, 2, squeeze to the back, 3, squeeze to the back, 4, squeeze to the back, 1, and 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2. A little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, guys, so if you're getting a little bit more comfortable with this, these are some arms you can do. So what I'm basically doing is anytime I go to the left, I'm taking my left arm out, but I'm taking it out with my elbow. So I'm starting from my elbow, okay, and then I'm kind of pointing it out that way. And then when I rotate, I bring it in again from my elbow, okay? Bring it in. So as this is coming in, my right elbow is going out, and then it's coming in. Now again, as my right elbow is coming in, the left one's going out. So as you can tell, it's a continuous movement that's kind of controlled, I want to say, by your elbows. So the elbow comes in, this elbow goes out. And then the same thing happens. I rotate. As I rotate, this one comes in, that one goes out. Okay? You can keep it very relaxed. It doesn't have to be anything big. Again, if you're not really comfortable with it, it's totally fine just keeping it here. But once you do get comfortable with the hips, it is easier to move your arms. You don't have to worry about keeping them to the side as much. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you guys don't want to make your arms too choppy. Yes, it does come out from your elbows, but you want to make it more wavy rather than, chopping it down. So 1, keep it continuous. 2, keep it continuous. 3, keep it continuous. Now, when my arm comes in, I do bring it kind of right in front of my stomach. So, bam. It doesn't necessarily have to touch your stomach, but it does come kind of like it passes through right in front of it, okay? These arms are not only for figure eights. These arms are basically what, basic Latin arms would be. Going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out. And it's the same thing. We keep it moving. It's very continuous, just like your hips, and very flowy, okay? Let's try that one more time. Ready? And to the right. Ready? And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Make sure to contract. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. If your arms are to the side, you're doing the same thing. 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. All right, guys, let's try it one slow with the music, and then we can speed it up. Ready? And 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep rotating. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep it really continuous, guys. Make it flowy. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Let's try to speed it up. 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys want to see more ballroom steps, leave your comments in the comment box. Also, if you want to follow Alisa on all her other social media platforms, you can see it below. If this is your first time on the channel, you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to subscribe, tell a friend about it. You could also follow me on all my other social media pages as well. You can see them below. I do put different content out there, so make sure to follow me there. And I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video.